My name is Joanne Riner. I was born and raised in Long Island. My husband was a pastor of the Long Island Evangelical Methodist Church. He was ordained minister on April the 18th, 1980. He was a pastor until he passed away in October.
The Long Island Church at one time was the Salvation Army Church. And back in the 40s, the ladies from the St. Paul's Episcopal Church in town came to Long Island and with their ladies and started a group. They had what they call the Well Baby Clinic at the church, and they came there and gave the shots for whooping cough and all the different diseases to children without charging the families. And then some of the ladies came and got together with mothers on the island and taught sewing classes for the young girls and different things like that. There's been a lot of activity at the church other than the religious services. The Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and Sunbeams and Home League, a lot of different groups has met there. So it is a very historical place.
Well, sometimes we would have, at the church, we would have sometimes 25, we might have 50. It's just according which church they wanted to go to. Everybody was just a family in there, whichever church they wanted to go to, they went. We had some that come a long distance and some that was, out of the community, and the Eastman started buying it, and then the church got smaller. But we enjoyed everybody we had.
I have attended 3 different churches in the island. You'd go to one, and if a service was at a different one, you'd go to that one the next service. And
Our family had the first TV, and it was black and white. Everybody come to our house to watch the TV. They would be in the floor, in the kitchen, on the table. They'd go make fudge, and everybody, of course, a lot of Dad's bosses, and some of we worked with, they came in. Canned people come in. It didn't matter. Everybody would come in and watch TV, but it was a black and white TV.
Well, it was a great neighborhood to live. I grew up there, moved out in 2000. It was situated between the Houston River and the Sluice River. And it started early, like 1925, when Eastman had first got started, and people moved to Long Island in order to be able to get close to the work for Eastman and Borden Mill, Cotton Mill. And it was just a good place to live.
We was not neighbors, we were family. No matter what the need, everybody was there. Even the churches, the restaurants, the barber shops. We had families in there that really cared.
It was a great thing in the summertime is to go to your neighbors and sit on the porch, or them come sit on your porch. And back, say, in the 60s and 70s, we didn't even lock our doors to go to bed at night. And a lot of us didn't have air conditioners, and you just raised your windows up and went on to bed and slept and didn't think anything about it.
The day the bridge fell, I was sitting on the couch, and my sister was sitting in the chair, and my husband come in. He was late, and I said, "You work over?" And he said, "No." He said, "The bridge fell." I said, "Tell me nothing." He said, "No kidding." He said, "The span of the bridge fell. I was the second car up behind it." I said, "What'd you do?" He said, "I backed off and come the other way." My dad would close the restaurant on Friday night or Saturday night, and everybody would come in, teenagers come in and dance, whatever we just had a good, clean time there. They always opened the doors to the children, no matter what was going on. Every child was invited, nobody was left out. Dad could trip the jukebox, and we played what we wanted. So we enjoyed ourselves.